Hi guys, my name is Sam and welcome to Second Sector. Today I'm going to be talking about the mysterious four-leaf clover that has appeared on Ferrari's 2017 Formula 1 overalls, also known as the Quadrifoglio. To understand the story behind the Quadrifoglio fully, we have to go back a long way to a very young, a very handsome, but a very broke, unemployed, starving, could barely feed himself, with no prospects, Enzo Ferrari. And I know when we say those words, they don't describe Enzo Ferrari. He is a vibrant businessman, he was a successful racing driver, but at this point in his life, when he was young, he was really struggling. That was until 1919, when down the local pub, at the local bar, he met a lifelong friend, Ugo Savocci. Now, Savocci wasn't just a kind, warm-hearted man who often fed Ferrari when he couldn't afford to feed himself. He also had and shared with Enzo a passion for motorsport. He worked for a small motorsport outfit called CMN in Italy, and he promised Enzo Ferrari, as soon as a job came up, he would get him in there, get him in the door and employ him. And he did. He was true to his promise, which means Ugo Savocci was the first man to put Enzo Ferrari behind the wheel of a racing car. So we've got a lot to thank Savocci for. He practically created the godfather of Formula 1, Enzo Ferrari himself. By this point, Enzo and Ugo are good friends and they both work together at a racing outfit, and all is fine and dandy. But they want to race. So they enter the 10th running of the Targa Florio. Now the Targa Florio is a Sicilian endurance race. So it was Ugo who first introduced Enzo to an actual race, actually put him into a race. They would test their racing cars on really barren, really out of the way Italian roads. In fact, these roads were so out of the way that they were once attacked by a pack of wolves whilst testing one of their racing cars. Crazy, I know, but it was Enzo and Ugo, both in the 10th running of the Targa Florio Sicilian endurance race, and they did quite well. In fact, they did so well that Enzo Ferrari did not go unnoticed. He was picked up by scouts from the Italian Alfa Romeo racing team at the time. So Enzo has now been taken from CMN and been taken and put into Alfa Romeo by a talent scout, all thanks to Ugo Savocci. So with Ugo Savocci now working at CMN and Enzo Ferrari now working at Alfa Romeo, Enzo saw the perfect opportunity to repay the favour to Savocci of employing him in the first place and putting him behind the wheel of a racing car. So Enzo pushed the Alfa Romeo team to employ Savocci, and that is exactly what happened. So now we've got Enzo Ferrari at Alfa Romeo, we have got Ugo Savocci at Alfa Romeo, and they are joined by two other drivers whose names you will know, Alberto Ascari and Giuseppe Campari, and they make up the four drivers in the first ever Alfa Romeo factory racing team. All of the drivers on the Alfa Romeo racing team were very successful. They had race wins, they had world championships, they had amazing race pace. Everyone, that is, apart from the hero in our story, Savocci. Now, Savocci always missed out on first place finishes. He always came second. He had bad luck overtaking. He had bad luck with reliability issues. He even had bad luck memorising the course and often took a wrong turn. But everyone said to him, Savocci, you must have more luck on your side. You must change this. You must do something. You must make a difference in this world by getting the first place. So what did he do? How does he get more good luck? He paints a big four-leaf clover on the very front of his Alfa Romeo racing car, and he enters the 1923 Targa Florio. And he comes first. His first ever win came on the same day that he painted a big four-leaf clover on the front of his racing car. Funny enough, Ferrari's win this year also came from the first race of the season when they wore the Quadrifoglio on their arm. No connection there, but there might be, I don't know. Now, Savocci painted this four-leaf clover, the Quadrifoglio, he painted it inside a white diamond. Now this big white diamond really made the clover stand out, but also the 4 points of the diamond represented the 4 drivers in Alfa Romeo's factory racing team. So it seems like our hero Ugo Savocci has finally found his form. He went on to win a few more race meets that very year, but sadly, in the very same year, in the very same Alfa Romeo racing car, he lost his life at the Italian Monza Grand Prix whilst in free practice. The strange thing is, when he went off and when he lost his life in this car, the 4-leaf clover, the Quadrifoglio, had not yet been painted onto the bonnet as he requested. Now, Alfa Romeo were completely distraught by the loss of one of their most successful drivers, Ugo Savocci, one of the original factory racing team, that they carried on using the Quadrifoglio on their cars, on their racing cars, right up to this day. They even took one of the points of the diamond off as a nod to the death of Savocci, and now the Quadrifoglio sits inside a triangle, you might notice. Now we know where the Quadrifoglio came, why they have the 4-leaf clover on their cars, why they wear the 4-leaf clover on their arms. But why are we just seeing it now in Formula 1? I mean, it's been in the past on certain cars, it's certainly been on Alfa Romeo's cars, you see it on their sports cars on the road. But why are we now seeing it on Vettel and Raikkonen's overalls? Why are we seeing it on the back of the 2017 car? There's a few theories. Number one, maybe to bring them luck. Like it did bring them luck in Australia, like it brought Savocci luck. But no, that's a bit off the cuff. When you think of a 4-leaf clover, you think of Ireland, which goes against everything Ferrari are trying to do this year. They're trying to be more Italian. They're trying to bring back that passion. So I don't think it's towards that Italian heritage sector. I don't think that at all. Alfa Romeo and Ferrari are both owned by Fiat, and Alfa Romeo have recently released their new sports car, aptly named the Quadrifoglio. So perhaps this 4-leaf clover is simply advertising the new sports car to rival the BMW M3. That's probably the most plausible cause. But here's what I think. The Concord Agreement, which binds all the Formula 1 teams, is up for renewal in a few years' time. And in passing, Ferrari have mentioned, and rumours in the pit and the paddock have been, that Ferrari want to bring in a junior team. A junior team like Red Bull have Toro Rosso. A team where they can put young Italian talent into it and bring them through the ranks into the Ferrari Formula 1 team. Now, this junior team would take the name of Alfa Romeo. So it would be great to see Alfa Romeo back in Formula 1, but this is just my theory. I'm not too sure. What do you guys think? Do you think it's because they're advertising the new car? Do you think it's to bring them luck? Do you think it's a nod to Savocci? Or do you hope, like I do, that they're looking to bring in a junior team into Formula 1? I really hope. And if they do, I really hope they race in that Rosso Corsa, that Corsa Rossa darker red, against the Ferrari's lighter red they recently went to. Anyway, tell me what you think. Tell me if you like the story, tell me your thoughts on the story, put them in the comments below, drop me a like and subscribe, guys. I've been Sam and you've been watching Second Sector. Thanks for listening to my story about the Quadrifoglio. See you soon, guys. Take care. Bye.